Okay, I want you to close your eyes for a second.
Yeah.
Seriously, just humor me.
All right, I'm doing it.
Picture this. You finally decided to pull the trigger. You're going to move abroad, not for a week, not for a quick holiday,
Yeah.
but for a month, maybe 3.
The dream.
Maybe you're really going for it and doing a full year. You're going to live that digital nomad life, or maybe take a sabbatical to finally write that novel.
Yeah.
Where does your mind go?
Oh, I know exactly where it goes. It goes to a hammock.
Exactly. I would bet money you are picturing a beach. You're picturing a bamboo hut, a smoothie bowl.
Mm-hmm. With perfectly sliced dragon fruit.
Yes. Maybe a monkey steals your sunglasses while you laugh about it.
You're picturing Bali.
Or Phuket, maybe. You're picturing paradise. It's the classic eat, pray, love effect. It's very real.
And look, there's nothing wrong with that fantasy.
Not at all. Bali is beautiful. I love it. The sunsets are objectively incredible.
But, and here's where we're going to ruin the party a little bit. We have a stack of research today that suggests if you are actually trying to live someone, and by live, you mean get actual work done.
Exactly. Get high-level work done, build a routine, and not just burn through your savings.
Yeah.
That island dream might actually be a logistical nightmare.
It is the critical difference between a vacation and a relocation.
Yeah.
And this research suggests the better option for the long haul isn't a beach.
It's a bustling concrete jungle about a 3-hour flight away.
You got it.
So today we're doing a deep dive into Kuala Lumpur, or KL, Malaysia. And the argument here is completely counterintuitive. It suggests that while the island is great for the soul,
The city is better for your sanity and your career.
right. And we're basing this deep dive on insights from moveandstay.com.
We should pause on them for a second because their perspective is so crucial here.
Okay.
These are not travel bloggers who just landed yesterday with a GoPro. Moveandstay.com has been helping business travelers and entrepreneurs find extended stay solutions for over 25 years.
25 years. So they have the data.
They have the data. Their entire business is built around that specific difference between a trip and a stay. They specialize in service departments and offices across Asia Pacific.
So they've seen people try to work from that beach hut and fail.
And fail, yeah. When they say a place works for a long-term professional, they are not looking at Instagram photos. They're looking at internet latency, lease flexibility, medical infrastructure.
The real stuff.
The real stuff. They're trusted by huge corporate teams for a reason. They focus on the work part of working abroad.
So our mission today, unpack the practical realities of a long-term stay. We're talking 1 month plus. Why does infrastructure, food, even boring stuff like water pressure, matter more than that beach view when you're on the clock?
Let's get into it.
I want to start with something that gets ignored in the glossy travel brochures. The livability factor. Specifically, that psychological shift that happens around, what, day 7, day 10?
Oh, that's the breaking point. That is when the vacation gloss just wears off.
It is. For a week, you can tolerate a lot of friction. You don't mind living out of a suitcase. You don't mind if the Wi-Fi is spotty because, hey, you're supposed to be offline. You don't mind washing your socks in the sink.
But when you're staying for a month or 6 months, the game changes completely. You stop needing a hotel room.
You start needing a life, a
You
routine.
need a drawer for those socks. You need a way to make coffee at 6 a.m. without calling room service and paying $10 for it.
Yes. And this is where moveandstay.com really highlights their specialty in KL service departments.
The secret weapon of the long-term stay. In a place like Bali, you're often looking at villas, which are amazing, don't get me wrong.
Sure.
But they can be hit or miss. Maintenance, bugs, noise, construction next door. Or you're in a hotel room, which gets claustrophobic so fast.
So paint the picture. A service department in KL. What are we actually walking into? I think some people hear that and just think sterile corporate box.
It's actually the opposite. We're talking fully furnished units that bridge that gap between a home and a hotel. You have a full kitchen.
Which is huge.
It's huge for your health and your budget. You can actually cook. You have separate living areas so you aren't working from your bed.
Oh, the cardinal sin of remote work.
Exactly. It's crucial for your sleep hygiene, for that mental separation.
And the amenities in KL are legendary, right?
They really are. Often better than 5-star hotels in other cities. We're talking infinity pools, looking out over the skyline, amazing gyms, sometimes co-working lounges right in the building. 24-hour security.
And privacy. I feel like that's the big one.
It is. You get the privacy of a condo, but with the services of a hotel. Maid service, linen changes. Move and Stay emphasizes this because if you're a professional, you can't be worrying about if the power is going to go out.
You just need things to work.
You need a baseline of reliability to function. In KL, that baseline is incredibly high.
Okay, let's talk about that reliability.
Look,
Because nothing kills the digital nomad vibe faster than having no digital signal. I remember trying to upload a file on an island once and just watching the progress bar.
Sure.
45 minutes.
the nightmare scenario. And this is a huge win for KL over the islands. The connectivity is world-class. High-speed fiber optic internet is standard.
We're not talking about a shaky 4G hotspot.
No, we are talking about enterprise-level speeds where you can host a Zoom call while downloading a massive data set, no problem.
But it goes beyond just Wi-Fi. It's about physical movement. The traffic in Bali is, well,
Gridlock. Beautiful gridlock, surrounded by rice paddies, but it is gridlock. Thousands of scooters. Getting from Canggu to Seminyak might take you an hour to go a few miles.
whereas in KL, the infrastructure is built for volume.
It's built for business.
Yeah.
The Move and Stay reports always highlight the integrated transport system. You've got the LRT, the MRT, the monorail.
Sounds like an alphabet soup, but it works.
It works beautifully. For anyone who doesn't know, the LRT is light rail, the MRT is the heavy rail subway, and the monorail is a loop through the main shopping district.
And the key is that they're all connected.
They're integrated. You can live in a quieter neighborhood, hop on the MRT, and be in the financial district in 20 minutes. And this is critical, you're in air conditioning.
Oh, that makes a difference.
You arrive cool and collected, not sweating through your shirt because you sat on the back of a scooter in tropical heat.
That's a very visceral difference, and I was really struck by the hub status. Move and Stay points out that KL isn't just a destination, it's a launch pad.
Huge strategic advantage. KLIA, the main airport, is a massive global hub, and getting there is seamless. The KLIA Express train gets you from the city center to departures in 28 minutes flat.
I've taken that train. It is a dream.
Yeah.
Faster and cheaper than a taxi.
And once you're there, you have access to all of Asia. You can hop to Singapore for a meeting and be back for dinner. Flights to Bangkok, Jakarta, they're short, frequent, and super cheap because KL is the home base of AirAsia.
So if you're basing yourself in Asia for a year, KL puts you in the center of the circle.
Exactly. Bali puts you on the edge. From a logistical standpoint, KL is just playing chess.
Okay, we've got a roof over our heads, we have fast Wi-Fi, we can get around. Now, I want to pivot to my absolute favorite topic, the food. Because the source material gets almost poetic. It calls the food scene a symphony of flavors.
And that is not hyperbole. It's this unique cultural phenomenon. To understand the food, you have to understand the demographics. Malaysia is this incredible melting pot of Malay, Chinese, and Indian cultures.
And they haven't just stayed in their separate lanes.
No, they've blended and borrowed for generations. This created things like Nyonya cuisine, which is a blend of Chinese ingredients and Malay spices. It's incredible.
So you're getting the greatest hits of Asia on one street corner.
Precisely. And for a long-term stayer, this prevents palate fatigue. You know that feeling.
Oh yeah, after 2 weeks you're just desperate for something different.
Right. In KL, you could eat something completely different every single day for weeks and never repeat a flavor profile.
Let's get specific. The source talks a lot about street food culture, and specifically Jalan Elor.
The legendary Jalan Elor, it's an institution.
If you haven't been, just imagine a street that explodes at night. The smoke from the grills, the clanging of woks.
It is sensory overload, but in the best possible way. It's loud, chaotic, and it smells amazing, like garlic, chili, and charcoal smoke all mixed together.
So I'm landing in KL tomorrow. What's my breakfast?
Breakfast has to be roti canai. It's this Indian-influenced flatbread, but calling it flatbread doesn't do it justice.
It's flaky, right?
Incredibly flaky and crispy on the outside, soft and chewy on the inside. It's grilled with ghee. It comes with a side of dal or chicken curry for dipping. Costs maybe 40 cents.
I love that. And you eat it at those open-air stalls, the momaks.
Yes, the Malmak is the community living room. It's often 24/7. You'll see businessmen in suits next to construction workers all eating roti.
Okay, breakfast is sorted. Lunch.
You have to go for laksa, specifically curry laksa, a spicy noodle soup with a rich coconut milk base. It's got tofu puffs that soak up the broth like sponges, shrimp. It packs a serious punch.
My mouth is watering. And we can't forget satay.
The classic. Grilled meat skewers over charcoal. The secret is the marinade lemongrass, turmeric. And it's served with this chunky, sweet, and spicy peanut sauce.
Then there's the one that requires a special technique. Char kway tea.
Yes, the stir-fried flat rice noodles. The key here is woke.
Explain woke for us.
It translates to the breath of the roke. It's that smoky, charred flavor you only get from cooking over an incredibly high-heat commercial burner. You just can't replicate it at home.
But it's not just street food. Move and Stay makes a point to contrast this.
No, and that's important for a business traveler. KL has a very sophisticated high-end dining scene. The source mentions Dawakan.
A Michelin-starred restaurant.
Right. They do modern Malaysian cuisine using indigenous herbs from the jungle, fermenting their own ingredients. It's world-class, so you have this incredible range. $2 noodles on the street or a tasting menu that rivals London.
I love that. But let's talk about the vibe. People hear city, they think concrete and stress. Am I going to feel trapped?
That is a common misconception. KL is surprisingly green. It's actually in a valley surrounded by hills and jungles.
The source brings up Batu Caves.
Oh,
This looks like something out of Indiana Jones, but it's right there.
it's basically in the city. A massive limestone formation, supposedly 400 million years old, with a Hindu temple inside.
And that giant golden statue.
You can't miss it. A 140-foot tall statue of Lord Murugan. To get to the temple, you have to climb 272 colorful steps.
Sounds like a workout.
It is, especially in the humidity.
Oh, yeah?
And you're dodging monkeys the whole way up who will absolutely try to steal your water bottle.
Oh, of course.
But the view from the top, looking back at the skyline framed by the cave mouth, it's incredible. A natural wonder on your doorstep.
So you can have a high-speed internet meeting in the morning and be in a limestone cave by the afternoon.
Exactly. And the daily rhythm just feels very integrated. You have the mega malls like Surya KLCC.
Which in Southeast Asia are not just for shopping.
No, they're the town square. It's where you go to walk, to socialize, to eat in the air conditioning. It's a cultural hub.
But then you have the contrast of a place like Peddling Street.
Chinatown. Bargaining chaos, knockoff watches, old school vendors. It's that duality again. High-end luxury, right next to gritty, authentic commerce.
Now, there is one factor we haven't touched on that's huge. Language.
This is a game changer for Malaysia. English is widely spoken.
Why is that?
It's historical, from the British colonial era, but it's also practical. Because the population is Malay, Chinese, and Indian, English often acts as the neutral bridging language.
That removes so much friction for a foreigner.
It removes that layer of outsider anxiety. You can read the road signs, you can talk to your Grab driver, you can order food without just pointing and hoping. You can integrate.
Let's move to the safety net. The stuff you don't think about until you need it. Health, stability. If I get sick in KL.
You are in very good hands. This is a huge factor. Malaysia is a massive destination for medical tourism.
Really? People fly there just for the doctors?
Yes, for surgeries and treatments. KL has international standard hospitals. The facilities are modern, and many of the doctors trained in the UK or Australia.
And the cost.
A fraction of what you'd pay in the West. You can see a specialist for maybe $30 or $40. It provides a peace of mind that's hard to quantify.
And what about community? In a tourist hub, people are always leaving.
That's the problem. You meet cool people, they're gone on Sunday. KL has a much more stable expat community. People in finance, tech, education, they're there for years, not weeks.
The source mentions the Malaysia My Second Home program.
Right, the MM2H. The rules have shifted, but its existence shows the country is structurally welcoming to foreigners. It's set up for longevity.
This is easier to find your tribe.
Absolutely. The social structures are deeper. There are hobby groups for everything. Board games, hiking, photography. You can build a real social circle that doesn't evaporate.
And one last thing on that. Bureaucracy.
Yeah.
The source calls KL streamlined.
Compared to Bali, it is. In Bali, navigating visa laws, getting reliable internet installed, it can be a hurdle. It's part of the charm, maybe, but it's a frustration. In KL, things generally just work. The roads are paved, the utilities stay on.
It sounds like KL is the adult choice. And I don't mean that in a boring way.
No, I get it. It's the I have responsibilities and I need a system that supports them choice. It's the choice for the professional who wants the adventure of Asia without the friction.
So let's wrap this up. The moveandstay.com philosophy. Bali versus KL Island versus city.
It comes down to your goal. Bali wins for the honeymoon. It wins for the sunset, the spiritual reset, the surfing for nomads who prioritize that beach community above all. Kuala Lumpur is the winner for seamless living. It wins on professional stability, culinary exploration, and convenience. If you're staying for a month to several years and your focus is productivity, KL wins.
And that ties back to Move In Stay's mission. They focus on the success of the stay.
Exactly. A stay isn't successful if you're stressed about your Wi-Fi. It's successful when the logistics fade into the background. You should be thinking about your work and then about whether you want laksa or satay for dinner.
So the takeaway today isn't that cities are better than beaches. The lesson is about matching your destination to your goal.
Precisely. Be honest with yourself about what you actually need to function.
I want to leave you with a final thought. We often define paradise as an escape from civilization. But for the modern traveler, isn't true paradise finding a place where civilization actually works for you?
Hmm.
Where the train comes on time, the Wi-Fi is blazing fast, and yet you can still walk down the street and eat the best roti canai of your life for 30 cents.
That sounds like paradise to me.
Thanks for listening to The Deep Dive. We'll catch you on the next one.